Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. So for this particular reading, we're going to be focusing on every single month that is coming up for 2022. All right, so I'm gonna have each month basically where we just go in. It's gonna be quick readings, but if there's something that is sticking out in a particular month, I will dive deeper into it, like if it's a big moment. And hopefully you guys like these types of readings. If you do like the longer versions of readings, just like the videos, so then that way I know that you like these types, and then we can do more like these. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and pull your spread, and then we'll hop in. January through December of 2022. Here we go. All right, Capricorn, so let's first talk about the year 2022. Now, this is a number 6 year. So this basically means that a lot of focus on the ego and self and your heart chakra is going to be very magnified at this time. I feel like there's a lot more that I can say about this year. I'll probably make another video just talking about everything that's happening and maybe astrologically what you can expect. But just know that on an energetic level, numerology based and all of that, it's a number 6 year. Okay, 222 is the numbers that are in this the year itself. So 6 is all about the heart chakra, like I said. So when you think about that, you can think about things that you value. You can think about romance. You can think about relationships that you encounter with other people, whether it be romantic or platonic. All of those things, interactions with yourself and how you treat others, are going to be really magnified this year. So if you have a good standing and respect for yourself, then a lot of things will come very easily for you, and you're going to get a lot of praise and appreciation. But if you have a very hard, difficult, challenging relationship outside of yourself and inside of yourself, it's going to be very difficult. So I want you to pay very close attention to how you feel this year. I know that that is not the easiest thing for you to express, but this year is going to call for you to do that. If this year, 2022, was dedicated to a sign, it would be Leo. So not to say that you need to act like Leo, but a lot of those energies are going to be here. So that means a lot of exposure. So you don't want to be sneaky. It's not a good time to be sneaky this year. You don't want to be overly like braggadocious. You want to let other people do the bragging for you. But one thing you do want to do is be yourself. You want to be yourself. So however you are, that's why I said don't act like anybody else. But understand that this year needs for you to show people why you should be in the spotlight. Not in a negative, egotistical way, but just what makes you, Capricorn. And if you are honest in that, and you don't lie, and you don't go through ego trips or things like that, you will be greatly blessed. All right, so let me go ahead and get into your actual reading. I just wanted to give you that energy or understanding of what this year is even bringing up. So the first month for you, we have Rest and Rejuvenate. So being that this is your season, you know, during January, I am seeing that you are going to be taking a break. And I kind of feel like you're looking at the, like, why would I be doing that? Like, why am I going to be taking a break? It's a new year. It's going to be my season. Like, I'm ready to get things going. You are going to be taking a break, okay? And if you don't take a break, things are not going to go as planned. I feel like you need this break so that you can rejuvenate and charge up for the upcoming months, okay? Yeah, so even when you are taking a break, I think you are encouraged to take some time to plan something out. Okay, so I want you to be really in the cut. I think that it is in your best benefit to, if you are planning something, do it quietly. I believe that it is in your best interest to research whatever you need to research, to plan. Don't let people know what you have up your sleeve or whatever, and don't say anything until whatever project that you're working on is done. Also, pay attention to the conversations that you're hearing, the communication that you're receiving, because I feel like there's something very deep with that energy. And there's also a lot of hidden messages that you're going to be receiving in the month of January, okay? Now, going towards February, we have the throat chakra. So during February, this is when you're going to be kind of urged to speak up if you need to. If you are someone who is always speaking up and it gets you into trouble, this is an indicator that you need to quiet down and maybe not say so much. But usually for Capricorn, especially if you're a Capricorn male, I do believe you need to speak up during February. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. Let's see. Also, if it's not necessarily about literally speaking up, maybe February would be a good time for you to research what the throat chakra is, or just to understand what that is better, because I feel like you have an attachment to it that needs to be exercised, or maybe you need to unblock that chakra. We have the Two of Cups. So a lot of you do need to speak up in regards to what you truly desire, what you're waiting on, what you've patiently been waiting on, or what you're impatient about. Whatever it is that you have this want or desire for it, and for some reason you're either not speaking up about it, or you're speaking too much about it and you're not putting enough action. You need to figure out what that balance is. A lot of you need to speak up and express yourself more to your spouse. You need to learn to do that, because I feel like you are hiding a part of yourself that you probably do feel for this person, but if you don't express it, especially during a number 6 year, it's going to be really easy for them to feel like you don't have those emotions. Also, if you're in a toxic relationship, it's time for you to speak up about you not getting what you want, and maybe it's time to move forward. Okay, so you have to really know that February is going to be a time of love for you, determining what that means to you and how you express that verbally. Okay, March, you're going to have some sort of victory and success during March. Okay, so prepare for that. We have triumph, something that you've been either working very hard on for a long time, or something that it just did not seem like you were going to win. You will get some sort of victory. Let's see what this is related to. The Hangman. Yeah, so something that you were waiting on the results. So you're going to get positive results during March. Okay, positive results, a positive answer. Period. April, you will have some sort of uniting, I would say, with a person, whether it's a new love situation or something where you just have love in the air. Okay, whether it's family or a new lover or an existing relationship that is just really taking itself to a whole nother level. Love begins. Seven of Cups. Okay, so I feel like with this situation, whatever it is, it's going to feel like everything is just refreshed. Everything is just clear. Everything is just so simple and easy. The things that you want are easier to grab when it comes to this relationship. The way that you feel about yourself is reflected on the outside. So I don't know if you're going to be receiving gifts, or if you're going to have options to do different things. Doors are going to be seeming like they're opening up for you, and things are just going to be feeling very refreshed. And I feel like it's right on time for the spring energy. So very beautiful energy, especially in your love life. You can expect some very amazing things to happen for you during April. So during May, there is something that you are going to be leaving behind. We have the moving on card. All right, so usually with the moving on card, it definitely is a positive thing, but you're moving away from something that was really dark and toxic, and you're moving on to something brighter. So let's see what this is in regards to. The Emperor. Wow. Okay, so I'm actually going to pull another card for that one. The Emperor, Queen of Wands. Wow. I feel like some of you guys are moving on towards a different career. A different career. If it's not that, it could also be you taking charge. Like, I feel like you maybe were under somebody else's rulership for quite some time. And I feel like during this month in particular, with you moving on, you're going to be moving towards a more self-awareness of yourself, and how you do things, what you want to do, and you're going to be walking towards it willingly, like you're choosing to do this. I feel like you were guided somewhat by like a higher up, as far as like spiritually, or maybe it's just yourself, but I feel like you are like, nah, like I'm ready to make my own decisions type of thing. Okay, you also could, some of you could be uniting with another person, or like making things more official with someone. Because I also feel like it's more about like leaving behind past issues that you had within you, like fears, and you're moving away from that so that you can nurture something you're passionate about, and really put your foot down on something you're passionate about. So it could also be a relationship as well, but I feel like for a lot of you it's a career. Okay. So June, you have patience and planning. So it looks like during June, you are going to be kind of quiet again, like kind of bringing back that January energy. You're going to be kind of getting yourself back in order. I feel like a lot of things are going to be upgrading. So some of you, I'm getting a very specific message. You're going to be buying things to upgrade your home or how you look or something like that. For others of you, it could just be simply mapping out your goals and figuring out what you want to do in this upcoming time for you. Okay. Princess of Swords. Right, so you're getting a lot of messages. I think you're getting a lot of phone calls. I think you may be talking and communicating, collaborating, working with a lot of different people. I feel as though with this Princess of Swords energy, like I said, there is a lot of communication, a lot of Mercury energy. Like, you need to be researching things. You're probably going to be talking to a lot of people. You're probably going to be seeing, it's something with like I don't know if it's like vendors or something like that, but it's like you're trying to get the best price or the best deal or something like that. Okay, or you could just be researching and figuring out what you want to do and taking your time with something, but definitely a lot of communication during that time. During July, you're going to encounter wisdom. So during July, I feel like you are going to encounter some sort of teacher, whether it's yourself, whether it's life, whether it's a spiritual guidance person. You're going to have some sort of elevation that is going to be very monumental for yourself. You're not going to realize how monumental it is because it's just the beginning spark of it, but there's something revolutionary that's going to spark for you during July. In regards to either your spirituality, or it could be an elder, like going to an elder or feeling like you can trust an elder. It could also be religion for some of you. It could be spirituality. It could be philosophy, the government. Anything that is kind of like an institution type of situation where it's something higher than you and there's levels to it, there's initiations for it. You are going to be confronted with that during July. Okay? You may also find out something about something higher up that you've been following, whether it's good or bad. You will find something out. You will become wiser in that sense. August, you are going to have emotional loss. Okay, so something's going to be happening in August that is going to shift how you feel, and I feel like it is going to be big. Let me see what this is. Five of Swords. Okay, so it's something with abuse that's been happening, or a very toxic situation that's been going on. It's almost like you've gotten over it, but I feel like this emotional loss is the end of it. So it's the final, I'm done. It's the final, no more of this. It's the final it's the realization that something is not able to work out because it's just not right. It isn't fair. It isn't just. Let me get one more card on that. Three of Cups. Okay, it could be about a marriage. It could be about a celebration. Three of Cups. It can have something to do with a person you usually have a good time with for some of you. It's emotional though. It is emotional, but I feel like it's about a toxic relationship, whether it's happened in the past or it's brought up now. I don't know, but it looks like it does have something to do with that. Okay? That's during August. September, you have foundation and achievement. So I feel like for some of you in September, you are going to be right on course, because that is Virgo season for the most part. So you are going to be on course with kind of either buying a home or getting your things set up, upgrading in your home style life or whatever, making a milestone that you've been wanting to do, like on an earthly level, things that you value, things that are actually an asset to you. So whether that's getting a new home, whether that's moving to a better place or something like that, something along those lines. Also it could be a birth. It's actually, I think that's next month, but let's see what this is involved with. Anything with domestic living, okay, and in the material world, the earth as we know it, earth as we understand it, okay. Something is positive is happening. The World, beautiful. Okay, so you're starting a new chapter. All right, so finally getting over a hump or something that it's something new. Okay, it's definitely, if it's a home or something like that, it's something new. Prince of Swords. A lot of energy is being put into this. Just make sure that you're keeping your emotions in check. But I do feel like whatever this is, it takes a lot of energy to get it done, or a lot of people are going to be talking about it, excited about it. So congratulations on what this is. I believe this is a very big accomplishment for you. All right, September, we have fertility. So September, Capricorns, I want you to be very careful, or just be aware that if you're trying to get pregnant, September is the time where you will be pregnant, or it's the time where you should be trying to get pregnant, okay? Fertility, but also fertility can be, you know, in other ways, but I just feel like the actual pregnancy card is coming up. All right, fertility and what? What is Capricorn expanding in or fertile to? Here we go, King of Cups. All right, so some of you seem to be expanding on your spiritual connections or your relationships. I feel like some of you are becoming a little bit more comfortable with claiming a relationship, or it could also be that you are becoming more comfortable with being vulnerable with someone, or providing emotional substance for someone, and just being more raw with your emotions with someone, and actually expressing romance to someone as well. Okay, beautiful energy. Sorry y'all, that was October. That was October. Okay, so November we have accelerated motion. All right, so with accelerated motion, November is going to be a blessing. Something very, very positive is going to be happening during your November. It's going to come extremely fast. Whenever it falls in your lap, you better accept it, or you gotta know what to do with it. Okay, understand that if you don't recognize your blessing, even if it falls right in your lap, you won't accept it. So know what your blessings are. Know what you're looking for. Know what I would say prepare. Even if you do like rituals and stuff, I would say, because this blessing is coming in November, I would say you want to be prepping in October for whatever this is, okay? Because it is going to fall right in your lap, and things are going to be speeding up very, very quickly. Also, if it's not even in regards to your blessing, just know that your life is going to speed up tremendously in November, okay? Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles. So I see that you are going to be extremely happy. I think that the things that when you envision a happy life, those are the things that are going to be happening for you, but it's just going to be really speeding up. King of Pentacles is also here. So I see that you are very, very comfortable with your lifestyle. You have everything taken care of, which is why you have peace of mind. I also see that you're going to be eating very, very good. If you're pregnant, I would think that that's probably why. Or just in general, I just see someone really enjoying their food. A lot of laughter, very, very happy time for you during November. So congratulations on just that beautiful energy here. This is a beautiful combination. Beautiful, beautiful. And last but not least, we have December. So December, you do have suffering in silence. So I feel like you can't tell people what's going on. Again, I am getting the vibe that some of you may be pregnant, and you, for some reason, maybe you don't want to spill the beans too early. What is the suffering and silence energy? Hopefully it's nothing too drastic. Justice. Okay, so there's something where you feel like something was not fairly done. It could be a legal situation that you're dealing with. Let's see. It could be dealing with the Libra, possibly. Eight of Swords. I feel like whatever this is, though, you're becoming the victim because you're choosing to be. I feel like in order for you not to feel this way, you have to learn to focus on what is good, I guess is the best way to put it, or what you do have. I feel like, obviously with suffering and silence, it's a card that basically says you kind of feel like you can't express whatever is going on because it's either something you got to deal with by yourself, or it's just something that you're not comfortable with sharing. Try to be as fair as possible in your actions. You can't control what other people do. Just do the best that you can do on your end. And I feel like if you know that you're doing the best that you can do in any situation, then there's no need to really beat yourself up about it. It does look like there is going to be a bit of a crossroads moment for you, but it's almost like what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So I'm not really sure what this is, but I'm going to actually give you one card of advice because I feel like that's a kind of a weird way to end your year, you know, and it does seem like it comes out of nowhere. So what is it that Capricorn is supposed to do? The World. So yeah, okay, this is the Saturn card. This is your energy, Capricorn. So the cosmos, the spirit realm, is basically saying you need to go ahead and enjoy the things that are good. Like the world card is about, you need to congratulate yourself. You need to pat yourself on the back. You need to be proud of everything you've done. And in accordance to that, have a good time, like relax, go have fun, whatever you like to do that, like enjoy that time, especially in December. You're wrapping the year up and all of that stuff, so you want to make sure that you're actually enjoying everything, and don't put yourself, I feel like you feel guilty about something or something. Don't put yourself in a position where you're not able to be happy and enjoy everything that you actually have done for yourself just because of something else that you probably don't even have control over. Also, justice and karma is a motherfucker, so that's why I said this year don't be sneaky, because it's going to hit hard in December if you have been. Do your best to live in your truth, in your own honesty, and build. I feel like you have a lot of milestones. I feel like you're going to learn quite a bit, especially in the second half of your year. I see a lot of, it's kind of like ups and downs, but the ups are up, 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 up. There's only a few downs, you know what I mean? And I feel like if you're just honest with yourself, you'll get to experience those big moments way longer than those little situations that kind of pop up, because that's just life. All right, so yeah, that's your forecast for 2022. Hopefully you come back and just check up and see like what's going on for each month. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. If you like these videos, make sure you're liking this video so that I know you don't think it means anything, but trust me, like the video. It helps me more than you know. Okay, if you like this channel, or if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. And with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. Happy 2022, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, Capricorn.